2, 1. Welcome to Affirmations Aloud. I'm Bernadette Maple. I'd like you to make your way to your safe space where you can make yourself comfortable and relaxed. Here we slow down, breathe deeply, and allow ancient wisdom to meet us in the present moment. Settle into stillness now and receive these words with an open heart and closed eyes. Please be kind enough to share and subscribe for obvious reasons, but mostly so that this content is able to reach and be enjoyed by others. That would mean the world to me. Let us become still, settle our breath, and gently turn our attention inward as these ancient words meet us where we are. Psalm 4. Answer me when I call, God of my righteousness. Give me relief when I am in distress. Be merciful to me and hear my prayer. How long, you people, will my honour be turned into shame? How long will you love worthlessness and seek falsehood? Know that the Lord has set apart the faithful for himself. The Lord hears when I call to him. Tremble and do not sin. Think on your beds and be silent. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness and put your trust in the Lord. Many are asking, who will show us any good? Let the light of your face shine on us, Lord. You have filled my heart with greater joy than when their grain and new wine abound. In peace I will lie down and sleep. For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. Let's explore Psalm 10 together. Verses 1 to 2, cry for help. Here we see the psalmist reaching out to God. They are honest about their distress and they ask for relief and mercy. This reminds us it's okay to bring our worries, to speak them aloud, to ask for help, even from the divine. We are never alone in our struggles. Verses 3 to 4, trust and integrity. The psalmist reflects on the actions of others. They notice falsehood, deceit, and empty pursuits. And yet they remember God has set apart the faithful. We are encouraged to pause, to reflect quietly, and trust in what is good and true, even when the world feels chaotic. Verses 5 to 6, mindfulness and righteousness. Think on your beds and be silent. This invites us to pause, to breathe, to be mindful of our inner life, to offer actions and thoughts aligned with love and integrity, to rest our mind and place our trust in God. Verses 7 to 8, joy and peace even amidst uncertainty. Joy is possible even amidst challenges. Peace can be found. The psalmist speaks of the light of God's face. This light fills the heart with joy. It reminds us that divine presence transforms fear, and in that presence we can rest, sleep peacefully, knowing we are safe. Affirmations inspired by Psalm 4. I am heard by the Lord. I am embraced by divine mercy. I choose to release all distress into God's loving hands. I am safe and protected in every moment. I am guided by truth and integrity. I choose to trust in the goodness of God. I am filled with peace that surpasses understanding. I choose honesty and righteousness in every action. I am supported even when challenges arise. I am calm and steady in the midst of uncertainty. I choose to pause and reflect with a quiet heart. I am mindful of the blessings surrounding me. I am filled with the joy of God's presence. I am grounded in faith and trust. I choose to surrender my worries to divine care. I am strengthened by the love that surrounds me. I choose to focus on what is true and good. I am calm in my mind, steady in my soul. I am open to guidance from God's light. I choose to rest in divine peace. I am safe, cherished, and fully protected. I am filled with hope and renewed courage. I choose to live in truth and integrity. I am resilient in the face of challenges. I am aligned with God's purpose for my life. I choose to breathe deeply and release tension. I am surrounded by love, light, and grace. I am calm, centered, and at peace. I choose to trust the path laid before me. I am filled with the joy of God's favour. I am at peace with myself and the world around me. I choose to let go of fear and embrace faith. I am strengthened by the Lord's presence in my life. I am filled with divine wisdom and understanding. I choose to act with righteousness in every moment. I am steady, calm, and unwavering in spirit. I am protected by God's love and guidance. I choose to rest my mind and soothe my soul. I am aligned with light, truth, and goodness. I am filled with gratitude and joy. I choose to focus on God's blessings each day. I am at peace with my journey. I am guided by divine insight and clarity. I choose to release negativity and embrace hope. I am safe, calm, and deeply cared for. I am filled with joy greater than abundance alone. I choose to trust the timing of God's plan. I am steady in faith, courageous in heart. I am nourished by divine love and grace. I choose to breathe in peace and exhale worry. I am calm, centered, and free of fear. I am strengthened by the Lord's presence in every situation. I choose to reflect quietly and trust my intuition. I am filled with light, joy, and divine favor. I am at rest, knowing all is well. I choose to offer kindness, patience, and understanding. I am guided by truth, integrity, and love. I am calm and grounded in the present moment. I choose to release tension and embrace serenity. I am embraced by God's unending mercy. I am filled with peace that radiates outward. I choose to dwell in trust and confidence. I am aligned with divine guidance in every choice. I am safe, cherished, and fully held in love. I choose to focus on hope rather than fear. I am renewed by faith, strengthened by prayer. I am filled with joy, even in small moments. I choose to live with clarity and purpose. I am calm, peaceful, and fully supported. I am guided by the light of the Lord. I choose to rest in His presence without worry. I am filled with courage, trust, and strength. I am at peace with my past, present, and future. I choose to release all that does not serve me. I am grounded, steady, and unwavering in faith. I am blessed with wisdom, insight, and discernment. I choose to embrace patience and trust in divine timing. I am surrounded by love, peace, and protection. I am filled with hope, joy, and gratitude. I choose to act with righteousness and integrity. I am calm, secure, and centered in God's grace. I am renewed by divine light and guidance. I choose to let go of anxiety and embrace trust. I am safe, calm, and at peace in every situation. I am filled with joy, serenity, and faith. I choose to focus on goodness and truth. I am guided by God's presence in every step. I am surrounded by love, warmth, and comfort. I choose to trust the divine plan for my life. I am calm, steady, and free from fear. I am strengthened by faith, love, and courage. I choose to rest deeply and peacefully each night. I am filled with hope and divine reassurance. I am aligned with truth, light, and goodness. I choose to release worry and embrace peace. I am safe, protected, and fully loved. I am calm, centered, and at ease in my spirit. I choose to act with integrity and faith. I am filled with joy that cannot be shaken. I am guided by God's wisdom and grace. I choose to dwell in trust, not doubt. I am peaceful, grounded, and secure. I am strengthened by divine love and care. I choose to pause, breathe, and find calm. I am filled with gratitude for the blessings in my life. I am safe, supported, and fully protected. I choose to focus on hope, light, and love. I am calm, steady, and guided by faith. I am renewed by God's presence and mercy. I choose to trust in His perfect plan. I am filled with courage, peace, and strength. I am at rest, knowing I am cherished. I choose to live with faith, integrity, and love. I am calm, grounded, and centered. I am strengthened by God's presence and wisdom. I choose to release all fear, embrace hope. I am filled with joy that radiates from within. I am aligned with goodness, truth, and love. I choose to dwell in the peace of the Lord. I am safe, calm, and surrounded by divine protection. I am renewed by faith, filled with hope. I choose to live with clarity, courage, and trust. I am calm, steady, and at peace in every moment. I am strengthened by love, guidance, and faith. I choose to breathe, rest, and release tension. I am filled with divine light, joy, and serenity. I am at peace, fully embraced by God's care. I choose to trust, to hope, and to live fully. I am calm, secure, and grounded in truth. I am renewed, restored, and strengthened. I choose to release worry and embrace faith. I am safe, cherished, and fully protected by God. I am filled with peace, joy, and gratitude. I choose to focus on divine light and goodness. I am calm, centered, and at rest in His presence. I am guided, supported, and loved unconditionally. I choose to trust, surrender, and believe. I am filled with courage, serenity, and hope. I am aligned with truth, faith, and divine wisdom. I choose to pause, breathe, and embrace calm. I am safe, protected, and fully at peace. I am renewed by the Lord's presence and mercy. I choose to dwell in love, light, and truth. I am calm, centered, and grounded in faith. I am strengthened, guided, and filled with hope. I choose to release all fear, embrace trust. I am filled with joy, serenity, and divine assurance. I am safe, supported, and at peace in every moment. I choose to trust in God's perfect plan for me. I am calm, steady, and secure in His love. I am strengthened by faith, courage, and divine grace. I choose to breathe, rest, and release all tension. I am filled with peace, light, and unwavering hope. I am at rest, fully embraced by the Lord's care. I choose to live with integrity, love, and faith. I am calm, centered, and guided by divine wisdom. I am renewed, restored, and deeply cherished. I choose to release worry, fear, and doubt. I am safe, secure, and fully protected by God. I am filled with joy, gratitude, and serenity. I choose to focus on hope, truth, and divine guidance. I am calm, grounded, and at peace in every situation. I am strengthened by love, faith, and divine presence. I choose to rest, breathe, and embrace stillness. I am filled with light, courage, and unwavering faith. I am safe, calm, and at peace in the Lord's hands. I choose to trust, surrender, and live fully. I am calm, centered, and grounded in divine peace. I am strengthened, renewed, and filled with hope. I choose to release fear and embrace trust in God. I am filled with joy, serenity, and divine love. I am safe, supported, and deeply cherished. I choose to live with faith, clarity, and purpose. I am calm, steady, and guided by divine light. I am renewed, restored, and aligned with truth. I choose to breathe deeply, release tension, and rest. I am safe, calm, and at peace in every moment. I am filled with hope, courage, and divine reassurance. I choose to trust the path set before me. I am calm, grounded, and centered in God's love. I am strengthened, guided, and filled with light. I choose to live with faith, integrity, and love. I am at peace, deeply cherished, and fully supported. Let these words rest within you now, settling gently. as you remain in stillness for as long as you need, masking the quiet trust that you've created until you're ready to say Amen and open your beautiful eyes